and welcome back to the Get Growth channel. Really happy that you're here today, and welcome to the new viewers as well. Before we get into the topic for today, I just want to thank you all for appreciating the content that we create here, especially for the first stream that we did this year in 2018, where we talked a little bit about the top 10 marketing trends that will be really important for this year. And I saw that a lot of you liked it and enjoyed that content, so thank you for your support. Yeah, if you haven't seen that video yet, make sure that you check it after this live stream. Okay, so today I wanted to talk a little bit about the process of getting new ideas for your blog and finding the right title tools to help you not just generate ideas but actually create really great titles that will catch the attention of your audience and even new audiences. Now, the whole process that I'm going to talk today and tools I'm going to show you can be used for blog titles, so to get the best blog titles, of course, but I also think that they're really useful and I've used them in the past also for video titles, like here on YouTube if you're creating this type of content, and also for subject lines and titles for emails, and that's also really useful to use them for that. Just to get like different options that maybe you can A/B test then on, especially on email campaigns. Okay, so the process that we're going to talk about today is a 4 stages process, and I'm going to take each stage and present it to you with the tools that I'm going to use. Now, if you have any questions during this live stream, don't forget that there's the chat section, and you can always add questions there if you have any that you'd like us to answer to. Okay, so the first step in this process is, of course, the keyword research. Now, I've talked about keyword research in past videos, so I'm not going to get really into the details of that. If you'd like to know more about how to find the best keywords, especially for your WordPress site, but not only, you can check the video. I'm just going to add it in a card here. There you'll find out how you can find long tail keywords and basically the best keywords that you can use for your site. Okay, so if you're using Squirrly, I'm just gonna go here in the WordPress dashboard. I've already opened in the Squirrly plugin the keyword tab. So you can basically start from here. Now, the titles that we're going to create today are basically thought out to help you in planning your content for a longer period of time. So the process is also thought out like that. And I think that's really useful, especially now that it's January, because a lot of people I know that their marketing resolutions for this year are to be more constant with their content and create more in-depth pieces. So I think that this would be a great way of making the most out of your marketing strategies, because you'll get to focus on the right keywords and at the same time create quality content and really great titles and then useful pieces, articles, blogs for your audiences. Okay, let's say that my blog is about mobile optimization. No, mobile shopping. Okay, so do the research. So you're going to keep on searching for this until you find a really good one. If you're using already Squirrely, you should also try the Briefcase feature that we're currently launching and we're working on. You're going to find it as a trial in your Squirrely plugin, and you can basically keep there all the useful keywords that you would like your site to rank for in 2018. And you just have to, basically, when you're doing your research or when you're adding a keyword to start writing a piece, you can add it to your briefcase and then from there on see all the keywords you're focused on. So let's say, so mobile shopping Europe. So this has a decent search volume, very few, but it's easy to rank. So let's go for this. So today we're going to focus on this, mobile shopping Europe. Okay, now if that's what we wanted to focus on, we're going to go for the next step, and that is idea generation. Now, there are a lot of ways that you can basically have idea generation. You can do that either through processes of brainstorming or other techniques like that you can do with your team, or you can do it on your own. But sometimes you can get like in a rut of writing the same thing or having like the same way of saying things, and that's where I think a lot of title tools come in handy. And one of the few ones that I want to present to you, one that I use a lot, and another one that I know Florine uses is more in his campaigns, are basically tools that will help you generate titles. And sometimes these tools can generate really random and weird titles. No idea is wrong. So basically you're considering a lot of random things that maybe you wouldn't come up with. And that's great because you can consider them and then maybe help you in generating the best ones at the end of the process. So yes, like in brainstorming as well, there's no wrong idea. So let's just add here. So enter your subject here. So this is the important one that I use a lot. It's a free tool. I've added a link to all the resources presented in this video in the description. So if you'd like to use any one of them, you'll find the link there. And yeah, this is free, as well as the next one that I'm going to show you. And I really like this one because it even generates funny titles that you could use. Okay, so 10 movies with unbelievable scenes about mobile shopping Europes. Okay, so that doesn't totally make sense with the S there, but it's not a bad idea. Like, I wouldn't have thought of movies, to use movies for a blog article, and I could connect that to my marketing strategy because I'm writing on my blog about mobile shopping in Europe. So that would be an idea of something that I could search for and maybe create. Okay, and this tool, I really like it because it also tells you a little bit about why it chose that specific term in each part of this title, so this generated title, this option. Movies, because they're awesome and easily relatable to any topic, and that's really good. That applies to most things. And unbelievable is a really great term because it makes you have an emotional impact on your audience and on new audiences. And of course, like, they're also offering you alternatives to this, so don't just focus on movies. You can also try TV shows if that's something that you can go for. Okay, so you can find movies, but I don't think that this is going to be the best one, so we'll just search for the next one. Okay, so 20 reasons mobile shopping Europes are the weakest links. Okay, that's also an option for this, and you can go for other topics as well. So I really like it because it generates ideas. When I find an idea that I really like, and I'm gonna keep on going. Okay, how mobile shopping Europe can keep you from mobile shopping Europe. Okay, will mobile shopping Europe, just without the S, don't know why it added there, ever rule the world? So I like this one. This is a really powerful title. As you've seen, I had to generate a few ones in order to get the best one, but I really like this one. And one option that you have is either to leave it here and go through the whole process, as I'm going to do today, and at the end, after I tweaked it a bit, going to save it and capture it for future use. Okay, so really like this title. I think that it really has a really great impact. Now I'm going to show you another tool that you can do this with. So we're going still for mobile shopping Europe, or in Europe. You can go for that if you want. or just mobile shopping? Okay, I'm just gonna go for mobile shopping. Okay, and you can hear in this tool that I'm using here, the one that I know that Florine is using more, link bait generator, you can go for singular or plural subjects, and this really helps it in generating more focused ones. And you can just click here on generate. No, on replace first. So we said that I'm gonna go that. Okay, if mobile shopping had a love child with Satan, it would look like this. So again, this is like clickbait. It's really shocking the way that they're creating the titles, but this one doesn't really particularly fit us. But it's funny because it makes me think about other options. So let's say not Satan here, but if mobile shopping had a love child, let's say like that, with let's say video marketing, and it would look like this, and that would be a really great title to use for a blog article. Yeah, but let's keep on going and see if we don't get another a better one that we can. Last one, and just use replace here. 8 things you think you understand about mobile shopping, but you really don't. So I love this one. I'm just going to keep this one. I'm probably not going to tweak it too much. I'm just going to test it on. Okay, so you keep on going with this. You should save your titles as you find ones that you like. And again, it's really easy to find these, even if you're in a rut, even if you don't know what to write about for the next month, or you don't know how to get people to click more on your emails, on your blog articles. This is a really good option of finding really interesting topics and just making them sound like something that, oh god, I really need to read this, and make your audience be more engaged with the content. But at the same time, you have to deliver that great content that will make them stay on the page, spend time on it, and read what you have to say on this topic. So this was the second part, the idea generation, that we've used 2 tools that I've shown you. Title tools to basically come up with new ideas. You can also generate a few on your own, or based on the ones that you've already seen here, or different ideas that you have. Okay, so next one is the analyze phase. Okay, so in the analyze phase, I usually use 2 tools that help me analyze the titles. Now, today I wanted to show you the whole idea generation process, and basically how you can get the best blog titles for your articles. But this is usually something that I do after I've already written the article. That's because I find that it's much useful to analyze my titles after the article is done. I might change a little bit something about the title then, so I get the great topics from idea generation. I plan my content, I start creating the articles, and after one article is done, then I analyze the title and see if I make any changes to it after the article is done so it fits properly. But because I want to show the whole process, I'm going to include this step here as well. Okay, and there are 2 tools, as I told you, title tools that I've been using for this to analyze, and the first one is the one from CoSchedule. Now here, each time you're going to start analyzing a title, I did an example for just before starting this stream. You're gonna have to put in your email details. Now that's gonna help them send you an email with the headline analyzer output, so basically all the information, that the scores that you'll get for your headlines that you're gonna analyze in this particular session. So that's gonna help you a lot. Again, it's a free tool as far as I know. This one from CoSchedule, I've been using it for some time and I really like it. Now, in order to have a good title here, it should be over 60. So I'm just going to take this first one, see how it copies here, if I have to make any changes. Yeah, so a little bit here. So I was saying that that doesn't make any sense with the S there, but yeah. So will mobile shopping Europe, in Europe, yeah, ever rule the world? Okay, so I think this is a really good one. Let's see what they think. So we have 67, so that's okay. Like anything that's above 60 I would use. I do like the ones that are over 70, but here you get a few more ideas, and this really helps me a lot in tweaking and getting the best titles at the end of it. Okay, so it tells you like 44% of the words are common, and it would show you which ones it refers to. So like will, in, ever, the. So really, okay, so we have uncommon, which is world. You don't use world as much. We don't have any emotional ones in here, and we don't have any powerful ones. So it's type question. And here you get a lot of resources that you can teach you how to make your headline even better. Yeah, it's okay for its length. Now, you might have heard of this in the past as well, that people, when you're reading your titles, they're usually seeing the first three words and the last ones, and they need to be really powerful. And usually if you have like a CDA, it should go in there, like your verb that you want them to click on your title should be either in the first three words or the last three words. So here we have will mobile shopping, which is good that you have your keyword in the first three, and then rule the world, which is really powerful. Okay, it doesn't really send out a really powerful emotion, but it's a really good title. Okay, and here you see an overview of how it's going to look on Google and how it's going to look on in emails if you're using them for emails, and then you can tweet your results if you'd like. Now let's do the same thing for the second title and see what it says here. Okay. Analyze. Now what I like is that it keeps all of them here. So as you can see, the second one, although it's more powerful from my opinion because I think it's more emotional, we'll see that, it's only 61, and that's probably because it's longer, but let's see. So we have 40% common, uncommon, think, and really. Emotional, it doesn't have emotional words. Yeah, so the one with unbelievable probably would be more, it would be better. So you see it's had like it's too long here. And then it's 8 things you really don't, and that's not as powerful as it should. Okay, so like let's tweak this one. So we have it here at 8 things you think you understand. You thought you knew, but you really so you thought, you felt. Let's just say that because, okay. 8 things you felt you knew about mobile shopping, but you really don't. So let's just analyze it like that. I haven't made it a lot shorter, I think just in characters. Oh, so that's really not that much better. Okay, so let's go for you thought. Let's say what thought. Going. Okay, so you feel. You knew about. Okay. Just playing around with one word, and that could influence your score. Okay, 8 things you should know. Let's try that. 8 things you should know about mobile shopping, but you don't. Okay, so that's a better one. So that's the best score that we got for this one. And not because it has emotional and powerful words, so that's something that you could look for, but because it has fewer words and fewer characters. So that could be also really important because the way it fits. Okay, so we have these. So we have like this one that we really like and this one, okay? Okay. And then the last part is capture. And now the way that I do that is in my editorial calendar. Now you can see a sample of this editorial calendar also in the expectation marketing course that we've written. You can find it on the expectationmarketing.co site. You'll find a link to this one in the description as well, in the description of the video. And you'll find here a lot of things in the course, like how you can find out what people are expecting to see on your site. That could also help you in generating more strategic titles for your blog. And you'll also see a little bit more how to plan your content and always make sure that you're on top of it and that you're creating enough content as much as people are expecting to see on your site. Yeah, and the way that you can capture it basically is after you've used this one, and also there's the second one that I haven't shown you here in the analyze phase. So just use that for this title, okay? In this Advanced Marketing Institute, the tool that they have for titles, you'll have to select a category. Okay, so let's say media and communication, submit analysis. Now here, if the title is good, you should have a 30%. I usually use both tools, and I make sure that either that it's over 60 on co-schedule, headliner, or over 30 on this tool. So yeah, if it fits at least one of them, that's fine for me. Okay, and you can. Let's just try this other one for the general idea that we had. So media and communication. See, like this one has 38 here. So although it's just 61 on the other one, we really like this. And it's because of the words it uses and the phrasing. So that's powerful. So we can use that one as well. Okay, so we've come up with the idea that we're going to use this one that has 67. I like to use it here. So that's going to be one topic that we have. And then the second one, we have to choose between 8 things you should know about mobile shopping, but you don't. And 8 things you think you understand about mobile shopping, but you really don't. I really like this one because it's had 38, and I usually like to keep it there just to have one that's really good on schedule and one that is really good here. But yeah, let's see the results here. You think you understand. You should know. It's a little bit different. So this has only 27. Yeah, we'll definitely go for this one. Okay, so see the 2 ideas that we had to tweak them just a little bit. So these are the 2 ones that we're going to use. And again, here is mobile shopping, and I'm just going to add this ideas. So this one, and then the status that we've chosen the topic. Editor notes, nothing so far. I always recommend putting a publishing date after you have the whole list that you've chosen, just because it gives you a better idea of how much time you have to create it. And I also recommend using in your editorial calendar like one sheet, for example, if you're doing this format for each month of the year, just so you focus just on our like 4 to 6 articles and fewer ones. Okay, publishing link, and all these are going to come when we're going to actually write the content. And I just want to show you here that I've added two columns here where I put the link basically to these ones. So let's just put the score here. So this one has 67 and this one has 61 and this had 38 and this had percent and this has 22. So yeah, so I like to just put these details here so I know that about them, and then when I'm going to analyze the traffic I can take that into consideration if the values here are really valid. Okay, so this was the 4th and last step. And that's about it for today. Keep in mind that this is the whole process that you can use for generating ideas for your blog articles and basically come up with the best titles that will get people to notice your articles and come see the content that you've been writing. You can also use this process for video content that you're creating and even emails, in my opinion, for creating different titles for A/B testing as well. Okay, now at the end of the video, just wanted to remind you a few things. That is, don't forget to follow us on Twitter. Here's the handle that you can find us on, Squirrly HQ, and also on Instagram on Get Growth. You'll find there a lot of quotes that we put from people that create this different tools, marketing tools, and ideas of how you can improve in your marketing. And of course, our Squirrly.co blog, where you'll find a lot of articles to become better marketers. And of course, if you like this video, don't forget to click that like button below and subscribe to our channel if you'd like to see more content like this. I will add a card to this video just to show you a little bit more about the resources that we offer and every particular details that we've already discussed in previous videos. Hope you loved this. Hope you liked the video. Have a great weekend, and don't forget to become better marketers each day. Bye bye.